myself, or probably I would say be like my younger brother, he would have kicked back and said, no, this is what I want to do, mum, blah, blah, blah. Was I kind of just went with it. But it's a little regret of mine, you know, so to speak, because as my nan said, I was very good at it, you know. So who know where it could have taken me, you know what I mean? But, you know, so sometimes one of the regrets in life, I suppose.
Yeah. So, we've gone primary and secondary, having a good time. What school did you go to?
I went to school called Addy and Stanhope, which is in Deptford.
I can't never heard of that. What? That's cool.
Addy and Stanhope in Deptford, yeah, man.
It's still there?
Yeah, it's still there. Wear brown uniform,
Yeah.
brown blazers and black trousers, don't forget.
God.
Maroon and stripy white ties, etc. Yeah, good stuff. I mean, made some good friends there. I got one friend I'm still friends with him right up to this day, and we went to the same primary school and secondary school.
Okay, what's his name?
His name's Christopher Beckford.
Big him up.
Yeah, big up Christopher all day, mate.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. So, so you was good at the maths. No, not good at the maths, sorry, but good at German.
Yeah.
At that point in your life, what did you want to do?
It's interesting because I now work in the school and so forth. One thing that you do is that you do kind of reflect to remember what it was like for you when you was a child. And I remember at that point in time, secondary school, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. So when kids are kind of, I understand what they're saying, because when you're young, you kind of just live for the moment, you live for the now. I don't know, maybe it's playing football, whether you're studying this or that. You're not too clear, say, okay, this is what I want to do. So I didn't really have a, you know, I think I had a little bit, and I remember wanting to be, because I was like kind of creative as well. I wanted to be an architect, but obviously, you know, I remember sitting there with my mum and talking about that. She goes, "But you got to be good at maths," you know, and that kind of, oh bugger. That's what it was kind of like, you know what I mean? Because like, yeah, I could do maths, but it had to be to a, you know, level, and I knew that I wasn't quite at that level regarding in maths, you know, drawing or because I probably was a person that could do good at estimating and so forth, but when it comes to obviously doing the buildings and so forth, it's not about just estimating, it's about, you know, doing them lines and doing those figures and so forth, you know. So I remember that was one of my kind of things, aspirations that I wanted to do. But then I was interested in, you know, becoming a professional footballer if possible and so forth, but I don't think I had enough of that push within myself, or it wasn't there for my mum, because she wasn't going to push me in that direction. You know, and that was the thing about it.
Did she have a direction she was going to push you in?
It was just about, it was always about the religion. That's what it was about, you know, the world was going to end before I was 20. That's how, you know, it was kind of conveyed to me, so to speak. You know, so
how did you do in your GCSEs?
I did well. I did quite good, to be honest with you, and I was happy with that. But there wasn't a push for me to go to like, oh, you should go, you know, can't go university and do this and do that. There wasn't that push from my mum like that, you know. It was like, yes, you know, go and get a job and do whatever and so forth. But it wasn't like, oh, well, let's go to uni and study this and so forth. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I kind of made decisions of my own sort of back, so to speak, you know. So I went and did some, I remember doing work experience and so forth, you know what I mean, and, you know, very good at doing, what was I? And then I went to college, and I was very good, like, in that kind of, let's say, the administrative type of role, you know, touch typing, this and that and so forth. And so I ended up doing a job working up in the city, you know, in the private sector.
And that was in your teens?
Yeah, that was in my teens. And then
is that the same time as college, or? Because I want to skip too far.
Oh, sorry, yeah, it's true, very true. No, I suppose, because you're talking about from secondary.
Going into college now.
Yeah, that's more going into college, which was, you know, doing administrative type of role and stuff like that.
Right.
But I did go to Hammersmith and West London College.
Oh, same college as myself.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh wow, I see.
Yes,
you learning something new every day.
Yeah,
what the heck? Yeah, went to Hammersmith and West London College, travelled all the way there from Peckham.
Yeah.
Look at that, you know? And that's what I like, because one thing about being brought up with my mum and so forth, yeah, it might have been a struggle for her, single parent bringing up two boys, But our world wasn't Peckham. Our world, we'd go here and there and everywhere. I remember going to Ireland when I was about 13, 14. You know what I mean? Everybody's thinking you're Michael Jackson.
We did the dance.
I'm telling you, man. Do you know what I mean? But, yeah. So, going outside of Peckham and going all the way to Hammersmith and West London College, Yeah, so I was learning to do sign writing, like pubs.
Yeah.
The gold leaf and things like that.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah, so that was thing. Many people probably didn't know about that about me.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely new, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. So you went to college, Hammersmith. And I think we maybe went to college at the same time.
Could be.
Yeah. Because I've been a couple of years behind you. Yeah, maybe. But I was gonna say, so you in the college.
Yeah.
You're going to do administration stuff. Yeah. Is that when you started working in the city? After that, now.
So after that, then I went to another college. Funny enough, it was in Brixton where I did a lot of kind of administrative type of role, because we're talking about 90s. We're talking about
Yeah.
Good old 90s, good for music, etc. Turning around partying, etc., etc. So you just get in that, and then I did the work experience, and then basically just kind of fell into working for an engineering company, American engineering company, and that's where I was for 10 years.
Wow.
10 years of my life. Yes. And during that period, I say about my dad, but I'd see him intermittently, and he gave me my first car, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And from then I just started, getting my own car, etc., etc. When you're young, you're at home, stuff like that. So, yeah. And that's where I kind of grew. And then from there, I actually, before, I kind of skipped a bit. Before that, I actually was working for the Department Trade and Industry.
Ooh.
Yeah, before I went to the engineering. So I was working for the Queen's Award Department. So, that was cool. 151 Buckingham Palace Road.
Yeah,
listen, mate.
Don't lose it.
Listen, man. One of my old man and one of them man just reading off things.
Yeah. So from the age of say 17, 18,
yeah,
up until you're doing all these jobs, say 25. What are the main things you were learning about yourself?
I think I was learning about myself was about being resilient and being responsible. So, I was never a person where I said, I couldn't get out of bed or I can't be bothered, because I had that one kind of key thing what struck me when we go back a little bit to college, when I was going to Hammersmith and West London College. I was going to do sort of like some sort of kind of a little job thing, like a work experience sort of job, and it might involve getting messy and you have to sweep up because you're young or whatever, and I'm telling my mum I don't want to do it and so forth. She goes, listen, it's character building, and I'll never forget that. So that really kind of resonated with me, that sometimes there's certain things you have to kind of do to get forward in life, and so it was character building for me, and I feel that was enough for me. That was what kind of made me, and I kind of keep that motto within myself. So I didn't have that kind of didn't get to work on time and so forth. You know what I mean? So that showed me as a person that that I've got that inner responsibility, so to speak. I'm there. Okay, I'm there on time, etc. I'll do my job, so forth, to the best of my ability. So that's why it shaped me.
Wicked. So you working in the city. What was that like? What was that like working in the city?
I loved that. I think that's because straight from probably like from the religious aspect, where we were doing Jehovah's Witness used to wear like suits and ties and stuff like that. And growing up, there's one guy that was probably a couple of years older than me, but we was good friends with that family, and he used to, so obviously because he was older, when you're like 2 or 3 or 4 years older than the person, they seem a lot older than you until you get older. And he used to wear certain kind of suits and stuff, and it kind of resonated with me, maybe because there wasn't that male figure person, but I kind of liked that. And then I started buying my own stuff and tailoring to how I wanted. So from that, and you're working up in the city and so forth, obviously you have to wear a suit and tie and whatever, and I like that. I like how it makes me feel. I feel empowered, so to speak, you know what I mean? And also it shows your personality, do you know what I mean? You know, not just like some people might just wear a black suit and a black tie and whatever. That's not me. I like, you know, put kind of creative with it, because, you know, if you're going to do something and you're there all day and so forth, you know what I mean, feel good about it, feel empowered by it, so to speak, you know. And that's where I started getting my love of interest in, say, men's formal clothes.
Yeah, fashion and stuff.
Yeah.
But every time, as long as I've known you, you always look good, look trash. You know what I mean?
Listen, boy.
You know what I mean? I'll be like, give me that top, give me that tie. Never got the same things back from you, but it's okay.
Oh, well, man.
So alright, so let's fast forward.
Yeah.
To, you know, you there working in education. Yes. Because I know that's a big major part in your life as well.
Correct.
So you said you were jobless with this up to the age of 30. At what point what age did you start EGA? And when you finished with that religion, what changed in you at that
point? It's funny because I think where things sort of changed probably when I was about 23, 24. There was a woman in my life, but this woman in my life, she had a child already. Something that I thought I would never get involved with somebody who has a child. And I think when you're young like that, you think like that. You know what I mean? So I ain't got time for that. That responsibility. Yeah. But who you fall for is who you fall for. You know. And you know, this person was, even though I'm not with her now, you know what I mean, I got nothing good but to say about her. You know what I mean? I was with her for a long time, for about 9 years or so. And so that sort of helped to kind of shape me as an individual. She was in the religion and then kind of came out of it and then sort of came back to it, so to speak. But I think with her, she helped also to shape me as a person. Yeah. Because I think people along your journey help shape you. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So that person in the religion, I think she was probably more outgoing to a certain extent, but could see in me what I was like and help to kind of bring that out of me, so to speak. Even down to like the clothes aspect. No, Asha, what about wearing this and things that I wouldn't wear? Because I would say up to me and her, I'd probably wear things that were safe, you know. But she said, "Oh, Asha, what about this?" And it opened your eyes a little bit. Oh, okay. So you can play with wearing stuff that I probably wouldn't, or colours I wouldn't select and stuff like that. So that kind of shaped me as a person. What else did you ask me? I'm trying to question now.
So, when you finished with religion, how did that change you when you finished religion? First of all,
I think you look at things kind of differently. Okay, what is it I really want to do? I mean, it was taken up when I was in the religion. It took up most of my life, like Tuesday and Thursday, then a Sunday. You know, you're going to the Kingdom Hall, going to the church, so to speak. And now it was a case of I've got the whole week where it's mine to do, so to speak. You know, if I want to go to church or whatever, then I will. It wasn't like, you know, that's what you should do and so forth. So you just kind of looked at things a bit more differently. I don't know, maybe it was a little bit of a weight off my shoulders, because I think a lot of that regarding religion and so forth, it's not like I didn't believe, but I think it was also a lot to do with making my mum happy. You know, I knew that would make her happy, but then I got to the point when I realised, you know something, actually you have to think about self. You know, you can't live your life for people, whether it's the person you're with, whether it's your parent and so forth. You have to do what makes you happy. You know, and regardless how it made maybe my mum feel and so forth, I had to do what's worked for me. You know, and I think that was in combination, and then, you know, getting my own place and so forth, and that's what really kind of makes you resonate. You know, because you are your own master. You were your king of your own castle, so to speak. And I think that's what helped. And then the next thing that helped and resonated with me, and probably, you know, was a big kind of traumatic or turmoil within my life, was I was at the engineering company for a long time, which, like I said, it was 10 years. And some people have been there longer, whatever, and you think you're comfortable, you're doing this one. and then the recession came 2008, that
Oh.
big recession.
Yeah.
You know,